నేను నిన్ను ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను నేను నిన్ను ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను నేను నిన్ను ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను.
No. Prem karuche something. Can we ask Hemin?
We first met. We first met online through Tinder, and our first date was, I believe, late August or early September. I don't even remember the exact date. I know she's gonna kill me for that. I was waiting on her at the in front of the restaurant that we were going to, and I was like, is she late? Is she not? And then she said she was already in the restaurant. So I walked inside, and I was looking for her, and I couldn't see her immediately. And then I looked over to the bar area, and I saw her, and I was like, wow, that's her.
I am pretty nervous around these kind of things, but he was very, calm, charismatic, and he decided he wanted to order a bottle of wine right away. And I was pretty shocked. I was like, who is this guy that I'm sitting with for the first time who wants to order a bottle of wine? Even if he doesn't like me, like, he has to stay till the end of this wine is done before he can actually leave. It was around Christmas a few years back. He told me he loved me, and it was in the middle of the night. I usually say something stupid like, oh, don't hate me, I'm sorry I said that. And his response to something I said was that, no, I don't hate you, I love you.
In the middle of the argument, or during the argument, I cracked a joke, made her laugh, and I was like, I know I want to marry this person at that moment. So I was crying, and I got down on one knee. I didn't have a ring, I didn't have anything. I just caught her hand and said, I want to marry you. Will you please marry me? I don't remember the exact words, but she immediately started crying, and she said, of course I'm marrying you, but get a ring first.
Really sweet to hear coming from him. He's a very sweet guy. So I didn't even have to think twice. And I was hoping for it to happen. I was expecting it to happen. So when it finally did, I was really happy.
It was a lot of just growth, personal growth, emotional growth between both me and her, and what made me kind of understand that she was the one was that she was committed to being a part of that growth, not only for me, but for herself too. And that made me understand that, this is actually a person that cares about how she feels as much as how I feel within our relationship, or within just the world around us.
When I told my parents about him, it was not a happy response. It took some years to convince. And that was a difficult few years in my life, is when I had gone home one summer. My parents finally were like, you know what? Seems like this is the guy, you've been with him for a few years. You're saying he's good. Okay, we agree. And I called Hemin. And again, it's, around November, December, Thanksgiving time. It was such a happy moment to be thankful to finally get this blessing that we had wanted for so long.
And I don't know, a lot of things were running through my mind at that time. We have to get a house together, we have to get a mortgage, we have to sign all this legal paperwork. Also, what am I gonna look like when I'm 80 years old at that point? And just everything kind of just wrapped up into that one single moment of putting the velum and the leaf on our heads. So that's why I kind of got a little bit emotional, and why I teared up a little bit. But then I saw Sindhu smile, and she was also crying a little bit, but she was happy crying, and I was like, I'm with you, I'm right there with you. and I wanted to share her emotion as well. So I wanted to be there for her as much as she was there for me too.
I mean, I feel loved. I wanted to get married in India for a reason, right? My entire family is here. So I was definitely overwhelmed, but I also felt really loved. I like nothing more than, 30 people in a one crammed apartment. As long as, we share our memories and laugh, and it's just a beautiful time with family. I truly cherish those moments with them.
It was kind of a blur. I mean, because there's just so many people there that you see somebody that you haven't seen in years and years and years, and you're like, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for coming to all the way around the world to just come and see our wedding. Okay, I guess I can talk to you or the camera. Right here.
Into the camera.
Okay. Hey Sindhu. Hey. So they asked me to give you a message, and the one message I guess I kind of have for you is to remember that I always love you. I will always love you. I will always be there to support you. No matter how much I, fight and try to, I guess, argue my way out of things, I'm there for you. This is hard. Let's see. And I also want you to know that no matter how mean you can be to me, or how loving you can be to me, or how annoyed you can be at me, it's always coming from a place of love, and I understand that. And we're both here to grow together. I'm growing as much as you are growing too, so just bear with me during technical difficulties.
Hemin, I love you so much. I'm really excited to start our lives finally and do the silly, boring things that we do. I'm so happy knowing that I will be with you every single day of my life, and you will be with me, that we're there to support each other in any time of happiness or sadness in our lives.
సింధు, నేను నిన్ను ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను. లేదు, చాలా చాలా ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను.
Hemin, શું તને પ્રેમ કરું છું.